Hey, good morning, City Church. Glad to be a part of your day. I wanted to share a verse with you. It's a verse I've been meditating on for the last 2 or 3 weeks after a conversation with a dear brother of mine. But the verse comes from Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 through 7. It's a verse we're kind of familiar with, but it says, "Be anxious for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus." Just kind of looking at that, it feels like there's a progression in that verse where we start with anxiety, but he's asking us to be anxious about nothing, but instead to pray and to give that to the Lord with thanksgiving in our heart, acknowledging our blessings. And then what happens? And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will what? It will guard our hearts and our minds through Christ Jesus. When I hear that word guard, it feels like there's probably still a trial going on. It's not like this prayer is going to give us relief from our trials, but it does give us peace. And so the conversation I had with a brother was regarding peace and comfort. And I think too many oftentimes in the church and in our Christian walk, we equate peace with comfort. Comfort implying that there's no trial, that we're at perfect rest, or that we have no pain, or we have no external pressures on us. And so, I just want to challenge us when we think about peace to understand that peace can come even in the midst of an uncomfortable situation, even in the midst of a trial. When I think of peace, as I was kind of meditating and praying for the Lord to kind of tell me what to expect with peace, it was more of peace is not freedom from trial. Peace is an understanding that God is my provider and my protector. And so with that comes peace, because I know an eternal God has me in the palm of his hand. So even though I'm in the midst of a trial, even though I'm in the midst of a very difficult situation, or actually just maybe even an inconvenience, the peace of God will still come if I'm obedient and I'm faithful in the promises of God. So that's my challenge to you guys: is don't equate comfort with peace. Rather, look for peace in the midst of your discomfort. Share that with your Father. Share that with him, and watch the peace of God that surpasses all understanding inundate your hearts and minds as you go through the fire or an uncomfortable situation. You guys take care. I love you. We'll talk soon.